good, man. 5-star James. I don't care what stars they give you. You're 5-star. You've been a 5-star, which is much positive. Listen, man. University of Miami fans want to know one thing: does University of Miami have a chance to get James Williams?
Definitely, they do have a chance.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
When you on the field, is it pregame? Like, is it ever? Are you ever afraid? Does you ever feel fear, or do you ever feel pressure?
Nervous.
You ever feel pressure?
Not one bit.
None of that.
Nah.
Who's been your tough defender? Like, who's guarded you the tough?
Yeah, who's the toughest person you played?
I don't see nobody.
I knew nobody. He was gonna give it the damn hood.
I love receiving. I love to catch the ball. I love to go over people's head.
Yeah.
So I just gotta do what I do.
University of Miami, they land you, and then they land the number one. We call him football player, number one player in the nation, James Williams.
Yeah.
Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties. And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the. You playing like in the spot. Don't say.
Right.
I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition, and when the game comes, it's gonna be easy.
That's what's
Cause I
up.
know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person.
Right.
So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses, and we're gonna he can feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, and then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety.
Right.
So I feel like we just gonna make each other.
Yeah, James played free safety. He wanted to play free safety. He was big on that. But James don't never be back at free safety. James be close to the line, the linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
that's his.
That's just him
yeah.
helping his team win.
That's his chess. Yeah, that's him playing chess with the team. I told him
Yeah.
to get. I covered James since he was that big, bro. I've known him all his life.
I just feel like every time it's just man on man. If he wins the battle, then there goes the play. He doesn't break on the run, or if this person like doesn't take that step, or certain things. It just, I feel like you beat your man every play,
Right.
you got the best chance to stop any team, or vice versa.
Yeah.
5-star. Lean loyalty. 6'12", 276 pounds.
Yeah. And like after that, I just started going crazy. Tackles after tackle.
Yeah, the first play was like a tackle for loss for like 6.
Yeah.
No, they didn't touch you. Like,
Yeah, like they did.
explain to me, dog. Like, what is that about? Like, how do they not? You 6'5", 300 pounds. Is it something? Is it a swim move? Is something you do? Like, they don't see you? You're teleporting? What's going on?
I'm too fast for long.
They don't realize you that fast when the game starts. Like,
I'm gonna be the best player on the field. Like, I just gotta show the world. Like, I'm the true 50. I'm the next 56 up. The next. I'm gonna just go crazy this year. Like, show people like, wow, at 56. Like, show them like I want to take care of my mom. I want to put in a big house, stupid cars, big pool in the backyard. Put on for my brothers, my nieces and nephews, like coaches. I think all of them was for like having me here at this like position that I'm in now, cause like it took hard work and dedication. Without all of them to guide me in the right path, I wouldn't be here today. So I think all of them for like helping me out. Like, yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what?
Big time players step up in big game. All the criticizing, all that is over, baby. Big time players step up in big game.
what's good, man? What's good? It's early on a Saturday morning, man. Game day. Gonna pull a couple people in here. Put my boy Kyle in here. Kyle, what's going on, bro?
What's good, bro?
Chilling. What you at the house? You settled?
Oh yeah, I'm Gucci. Wow, you hear something?
No. Okay, no. You good. Just to make
Okay,
sure
cool.
what access level I got of you.
No, I'll Gucci.
You got different access levels.
Yeah, I'm cool.
So all right, man, 786-405-9499. You want to get down with IOD squad. That's investor die. That's what we trade every day. Killed it yesterday. Oh my god, like 100% on Neo. But then the stock market is controlled, bro. Like when things are up, everything is up. Crypto, big money is in crypto and Ethereum. It's in the stock market. It all moves the same. Like the big day. We had a big day with Neo on IOD squad. Gerald had a big day. The money kind of moves the same. When it's up, it's up. When it's down, it's down. Some of the smaller cryptos, I don't think they've corrupted yet. But
what's going on with that?
Yeah.
I've been out the loop, dog. What's going on with the crypto stuff, man? The FTX and all that stuff.
I think they try to say it's crypto, right? But I think it's no different than a business doing bad business. I think
I have no idea what's going
parted
on.
ways. Sam Bankman-Fried steps down as FTX CEO as the crypto exchange files for bankruptcy. I think they filed for bankruptcy. I basically think it's just like a business doing bad business. And I think it's also being overzealous, trying to get in front of the crypto, right? So Miami Heat probably trying to get in front of this crypto space type thing. You know what I'm saying? But I just think some of the businesses doing better. You see, nothing happened to Coinbase, nothing happened to Crypto.com, nothing happened to you know what I'm saying? I think it's just bad business, man. That's what I believe. But they'll try, because crypto is so new, they'll try to put it on crypto. No different than when the websites and the website booms and all those websites went under, right? They tried to put it on websites. See, I told y'all those websites don't work. .coms. I told you there was a scam. It's the same thing. And still to the day, we got Amazon.com. Same thing. I see people saying that can we score a touchdown? Listen, and I got a funny one for y'all on that one. So man, that's IOD squad investor die. Send us a text 786-405-9499. I'll pin the link in there for y'all in a second. But I got a funny one. I got a funny one on that for y'all saying, can we score? Can we at least score a touchdown? How bad yesterday was it, Kyle? Did they get all over?
Oh my God, bro!
Did it get bad?
Man, they was. It started. It started, and then everybody just started arguing with each other. So, like everywhere I go, people fighting on timelines. I'm like, bro, okay.
I turned my head, dog. I just turned my head and walked away, dog. I ain't had time. But today, man, we got a watch party going on. Watch party going on. If you in the South Florida area, man, we got a at the same place, 1860 Polk Street. 1860 Polk Street. Fire and Ice Lounge. We got a watch party going on. Y'all can come out and watch with us. And we got a special going on, too. It's $5 to get in. But we got a special going on, too. I'm going to put it up for y'all here in a second. Well, first off, man, shout out to your boy. You see your boy. Cal. Oh, look at your boy. Shout out to
I see you. Yeah. Shout out to the veterans.
Yesterday. I got one military picture because of all my military stuff, man. That's the only picture I got. I posted every year. I don't know what happened. I lost so much stuff, dog.
uniforms, lost everything, man. But that's your boy, man. Shout out to your boy, man. When I was about 180 pounds. But yeah, we got let's see. So you say got bad yesterday with Josh Gaddis, man. I knew it though. That's why I talked about it 3 o'clock in the morning. I knew it was about to get ugly. Let's see. Pull up.
I think the bad part for me is how much that shit coming from like our own community as far as guys that are, in the media and all that type of shit, man. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, it's like we want to push the kids away or what?
I don't. Yeah, man. I think how life work is you need somebody to blame. And the funny thing is, if you sit back, you watch who people feel comfortable blaming. Listen, we just talked about it in the football villain group, me man. We dropped some information in there, bro. 7 scholarship offensive linemen. Nobody's talking. Yeah, nobody's talking about that. Like 7, they're so decimated that they could barely practice. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's talking about that. I mean, people blame it on who they want to. I mean, they blame it on who they want to, or they voice their opinion about who they want to, who they feel is a student. The man is an Art Broyles Award winner. He was the assistant of the year last year. And hasn't got zero respect since he got here. Nothing. No respect, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do he deserve it? Offense doing pretty bad, but I think nobody wants to say everything is doing pretty bad. Everything is pretty bugged up. Right. Everything is pretty jacked up. So listen, man, if y'all come out to the game with us, we got a question going on, bro. So speaking of we talking about Gaddis. Coming up for the time, right? You can't just the whole season sucking, right?
You breaking up. That might be me though.
So if you come out with us, man, today. Come out with us today. Break a touchdown, you get a free shot.
What's going on? Yeah, you was breaking up a little bit.
For every Hurricane touchdown, free shots. Today, I'm watching. Huh?
No, I said you was breaking up a little bit. But hey, just like Steve Kim said in the chat, is this
breaking up
is
a
this
little
event?
Bit? All right, let me tone it down a little bit.
Now, Steve Kim said in the chat the other day, is this event going to be sponsored by AA?
Am I fine? Can y'all hear me now? You can hear me now, Rich?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, dog. He said a couple of funny things in the group, me right? He said, "Y'all guys trying to promote sobriety."
I know, man. Look, I hope that this is one of them.
He said,
he did.
KB.
Yeah, I left and came back. I didn't know if it was me or you, but it was like got real choppy.
I really hope that this is one of them redemption games though, where we really put our stank on it and be like, we gonna score 40 just to show the world that we can still do it. And then, whatever happens in the next 2 games, it is what it is.
We need that for the kids' confidence, man. We need to go out and have a nice offensive game just for the kids' confidence and stuff, and they can say, okay, we can do this, and they get a little bit more buy-in and go. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So this will be a. I hope it's one of them games where we just open it up and we just throw it around. We do trick plays. We just do just like when you remember that Duke win when it was like a 7 lateral or whatever. I hope we come out and just do something like that and just be like Curry, go deep, just blur all day long. Just you know, because what else?
Hmm.
What are we doing in terms of what are we fighting for? We're fighting for pride at this point, pride and dignity, because we're not going to no bowl game, which is fine, which is completely fine. That means we can make it up on the recruiting trail. But you know, you want the kids to have fun. You want them to be like, no matter what, let's go out there, let's have some fun. Let's enjoy Atlanta. Let's enjoy playing for Kane football, and you know, just this is backyard. Nothing crazy, just backyard football today. That's what I hope it is.
Yeah.
Hmm. Sadon
Right.
said it best. Sadon Long said it best. He said we just need to play
I'm
clean.
good.
If we can play a clean game, you know.
Not trying to clean up.
It's breaking up a little bit, Street.
Okay. So y'all home here running. I'm trying to handle some stuff back here,
All
so I can
right.
clean some stuff up.
All right.
But yeah, like Sadon said, man, we just need to play a clean. That's what I want to see. I want to see a clean game. No fumbles, no stupid penalties. You know, maybe one or two is hard to avoid penalties. No mess ups. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no blitzes coming freely. You know what I mean? It's just a clean game. You play a clean game, man. We get out of there. You know what I'm saying? To keep moving forward, man. I'm with it.
That's it. And Sadon mentioned, do I want Mario to submit to the fans and play 7-on-7? Um, I would say it's not necessarily playing on 7-on-7. You still gotta like if you in the trenches, a fun day for you is pancaking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like imposing your will, like making a motherfucker hold your nuts. So fun to receivers and DBs might be one thing, but fun to the trenches, it's like fun is like getting as nasty as you could possibly get. So it's different. I want to see sacks where Mesidor or LT just suplex a motherfucker. Like, but do it in a way where we don't get a penalty. But like really impose your will and be like, yeah, I'm still that guy. I'm still that guy. I'm still that whatever star, or I'm still from down there. So let them have fun. Let them hang loose. So, because part of it is that's a bonding tactic where you get kids to really buy into one another by them being aggressive and by them going out and dominating. And 10 years from now, they're gonna look back at that moment. Heck, next week they're gonna look back at that moment and be like, and be stronger as a brotherhood because of that. So right now I'm talking about playing mind games, fixing mentality.
Yeah, I think it'll just be good for the kids. Period. Just to be happy about something. You know, the season ain't been fun. So you go out there and play loose. Let guys get in. Let Avery Huff get in and just on one blitz at least. Just let guys get in. Let them play. But let them play loose. Let them play freely. You know what I mean? It's about that time. You can still win the game and do all those types of things. So I do want to let's sling the ball around a little bit. I'm not saying throw it 40 times or 50 times. That's not what I'm saying. But
Right.
give us the option to throw some deep balls. You know what I mean? Throw some one on ones and all that kind of stuff. Just mix up the offense. Don't let it look the same. We just let's not just keep doing the same thing we've been doing all year because it's wearing everybody down. The fans, the kids, everybody. In my personal opinion, and some
Yeah.
guys that have some guys that deserve time that have been playing hard. Like I want to see Khalil Brantley get more than snaps. I want to see him get some balls thrown his way. He deserves it. He earned it.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree. Because this thing is year to year with football. I mean, you could be at one place one year, and then the next year, I mean, because of competition, because of injury, you may not be on the field. So, yeah, you're right. If Khalil Brantley is healthy and he can go out there and contribute right now, give him his flowers right now. Don't wait till, next year when Mallory is gone or whatever the case may be. Give that man his flowers right now. Let him get some catches. Let him go block somebody in spring Paris for a big run. Let Knighton, uh, you know, burn somebody to the end zone like he running track. Let him do that. So, you know.
I'm back, y'all.
So I
Y'all can hear
believe,
me now?
yeah,
Yeah,
much
you
better.
Gucci.
Much better.
Okay. Yeah, I had to do some work in the back, man. I think I'm holding it down, dog.
No problem. No
So,
problem.
right, where y'all was at?
Just talking about guys like Khalil Brantley, who's been putting it, holding it down all season, getting him in the game and giving him his flowers now. Letting him go out there and do what he do, get more catches.
Yeah,
Right.
just opening up the offense a little bit, let the kids hang loose on both sides of the ball. Let's get some more blitzes. I say let's send Avery Huff on one torpedo blitz. Let's get Khalil Brantley in the game and throw him the ball. Like let's just open it up. Let the kids. It's time to see the kids having fun again. If you can open it up a little bit, get some scores, get some points out there, get an aggressive defense, man. Let the kids believe that they're here for a purpose again, man. The boys gonna look like they into like not that they quit or anything like that, but they don't look like they hyped or having fun. You got one or two or three guys maybe, but they just don't look like they're having fun. You know,
They don't.
So
They don't. They don't. Khalil played a little bit
coach got to
last week,
sense
right?
that. Yeah, but what I had said Street was I want to see him get more than just playing time. I want to see him get the ball, throw some ball. You give him some action, bro. Forget the snaps and the reps. Get him some real action. He's earned it.
right. So Hayes said two shows,
When you say real
about two or
action,
three
what you
shows.
mean?
Let him be involved in the playbook, not just block in or come around chipping a man, even though that's fun. You know what I'm saying? Run some play action off the boy. Get him the ball. Let him do something.
I feel that.
Yeah,
What about Skinner
because
though?
I mean, it's Skinner is more along the lines of yeah, you keep developing him, but I'm sorry, but Khalil out of all the tight ends because Arroyo's gone,
he was ready.
to me he's the only forget being ready, he's the only one that has earned this stuff. Like nothing against Skinner, not that he hasn't earned playing time. I'm sure he plays hard in practice and all that kind of stuff. But Khalil is going out and doing what you're asking of him the whole time around. Like Skinner has some drops. I'm not mad at him or blaming him for that. Skinner's not blocking. Not mad at him or blaming him for that. He's a freshman, so you still keep him coming along. But you have a message that you've been preaching. All coaches have the same message that they preach about hard work and fighting till the end. It rings hollow if you don't reward the players that do that.
No, I feel you. I feel you. So this week, man, we had a big decommit, right? Jaden Rashada. And people kind of lost their mind. We did a little snooping around, and the word we got back was that, hey, listen, we think Emory, after evaluating the two, because I've been talking about, hey, Miami's evaluating kids. Like they're evaluating them. They're going off their own evaluation. They want a certain type of kid in their locker room. What I got back from them was, hey, if you put them next to each other, we would take Emory. I don't care what 247 Sports say. What y'all think about that?
I understand it. I understand it completely. So my take is this: um, with Emery, from a numbers perspective, because we saw the numbers. I don't know if you could put it up, but the numbers was kind of similar. Number one, number two, Jaden doesn't play for Mater Day, so you're not getting Bryce Young. I mean, he doesn't play for one of those powerhouse California teams.
Mm-hmm.
Emory doesn't either, but he still plays in the state of Florida. And he still has to play teams like Tallahassee Godby, which is that's not a rollover team, right?
Right.
Not only that, when you look at Emery's frame, Emery's what, 6'4", 6'5", something like that, 6'4", I think, over 200 pounds. He already
Right.
has the frame, kind of like that Josh Allen-esque type of frame, where you could run a power spread offense with him. A la, let's look at Clemson, for instance. If you dissect what Clemson does with their spread, is they want to throw the ball a certain amount. Every time they can't run the ball, they throw the ball more, which gets them into trouble. Hey, Street, you're on mute. Oh, cool. Yeah, every time they throw the ball more, it kind of gets them into trouble, and they really focus on having that balance. And in some cases, that's why you had like the Hunter Renfrows, just like we got Nathaniel Joseph coming that can get you keep your offense in rhythm when the run game isn't working as well, right? So when you look at Ja'Curry, so Ja'Curry right now is, from what we're hearing and what we're seeing, he's getting a little bit more love in practice than Jake. Why is that? Ja'Curry's 6'5", 200 and something pounds, and can throw, but he can also run. So he's a dual threat quarterback, which causes havoc for defenses because now you got to keep a guy in the box spying on the quarterback. This is what you want when you run a power spread. Now, to follow up with Ja'Curry, you have Emery, who has almost the same build, right? Same build. Of course, he's not going to be a runner like Ja'Curry is, just like up until the point of Trevor Lawrence's, I'd say, sophomore year, he wasn't the type of runner that Deshaun Watson was, right?
Right.
So in that case, you put packages in where Emery can run the ball and get you 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you need a first down, or get to the sideline or out of bounds when things aren't looking at the way they should downfield. So you got to understand what it is that they're trying to run. So
Right.
I think within this offense, you're always going to have 3 tight ends. You're always going to have a big back as well as a change of pace back. You're going to have about 3 receivers that are featured, and you're going to have to have that quarterback who can take a little bit of punishment when it comes to the run, and also has a big arm that could throw the ball down the field. So it fits what they're trying to do. Emery fits what they're trying to do.
We're gonna break y'all. We're gonna break y'all goddamn hard, just like a couple years ago. I'm telling you.
We got a special guest.
OG coming.
You think I'm dreaming?
OG coming.
One of the most famous niggas y'all know. We got Tom Bain in here, man. Yeah, someone having breakfast, man. Bain, what's going on, bro? Yeah, Bain, he think he's still in the back. He think he's still in the back over there talking Northwestern talk. Let me see. Let me get him in. Yeah, let's talk about Bang. He gonna come in here and talk. He been trying to get on here. He been trying to get on here.
Y'all think
he's still fussing. Look at him. Bang, what's up, man?
Oh, Lord.
What's going on, man?
I want you to let the people know you changed your number and ain't give me the new number. Where they do that at?
Oh, man, this man, listen, this man.
Where my ticket at?
Listen, bro. Bang.
Yeah, no, I'm arguing with my homeboy in the breakfast spot.
What are you talking about?
Central. We'll see that we got work to do today, light work, but we gonna deal with their ass next week. That's all I can tell you.
That's all I can deal with this.
I can't
Oh,
get
man, was drinking this morning. You said y'all gonna deal with Central next week?
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all think? Listen, you remember that year we were 3-5?
I
They blowed us out the first time that year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
With T2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were 3-5.
Young Romello. I remember.
7 straight games. 7 straight games.
You see that in this team?
We've been, coach, I saw it in the 3-5 team. It ain't no different. You know we got the kids. It's just we have to make a little adjustment here and there with the coaching.
You don't think Central tall task this year?
Oh, Ted, you should be
This is not, they records say they one of the best Central teams. This is not one of the Central best teams, coach.
I agree. I agree with you on that.
You know
I agree with you on that.
Dolphins got to buy next week.
What's going on, man?
Slow motion, man. That damn disaster going on. We got to get this. That was terrible, coach.
I mean,
the damn nightmare ain't over. The nightmare got worse. Coach, I was sick, coach.
What you think? What's your perspective? What you think going on down there?
A few adjustments have to be made. I think coaching-wise, and a bunch of them kids, that's the poison, need to go get their ass in the portal, go wherever they going. We ain't begging nobody to wear the green and orange. You got to be serious about that green on. Some of them, like, they just going through the motion. That ain't what we do. And all y'all who love them damn 4 and 5 star, Miami was not built on 5 stars. The coaches need to find football players. And I don't think this team has a high IQ of football. Watching them play, you watch the game. I ain't telling you nothing that you ain't thought about yourself.
Yeah.
No? Hello?
Yeah. No. I think I think it's. You can tell that something's going on in the locker room with the coaches and the kids. You can tell that there's a lot of stress going on too, man. They done told a couple of them to leave. You can tell. Or either a couple, huh?
It's a combination of the coaching and the kids. Coach, that me, and I might get in trouble, but I don't like the defensive scheme.
Talk to me.
Well, I heard y'all talking to Sap the other day. In what world you gonna have the nose guard cover the back out the goddamn backfield?
The metaverse. In the metaverse, we got nose guards covering the running back.
The metaverse ain't real. The metaverse ain't real. Tell me about no damn
metaverse, dog.
That ain't reality, man. And coach.
What else you don't like about it?
They just one bad play and they just fall apart. But now also, and them kids defense. I played in the game. Well, we were losing to Florida State at halftime, 9-3. My redshirt freshman year starting, right?
Yeah.
And the bottom fell out on us on third down. It was 3rd and 12 from the 18-yard line. They gave that goddamn Jesse Hester reverse, and he's still running. We ain't touched it. The final score was 38-3. They whooped our ass.
Right.
But it was never a question about, because like a guy was sitting behind Duke bench when we played Duke. And he said when the kids were celebrating, taking pictures, singing, and saying Miami ain't got no heart. I never was on a team that they questioned our heart. That's in itself something wrong with that. Never ever nobody questioned our heart. Even we lost Tennessee 35-7 in Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
There was never a question about our heart. That day it just wasn't our day. But
it took a long time to get here though, Bane.
Huh?
It took a long time to get here, though. It's almost like watching your slow leaking your fat tire, and you keep saying, "I'm gonna put some air in it, I'm gonna put some air in it." You wake up one goddamn morning.
Or watching that paint dry, and that ain't no fun either.
Yeah.
That was horrible. I was hurt. Listen, Don
Saturday?
Solinger, one of the greatest coaches I ever been around on all levels. He's sitting in the suite with us. First quarter, it's 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Coach, get up. Coach, what's up? Where you going? He said, Talbert, it's the worst offensive line play I ever seen in my life. I can't take no more. He said, we trying to run zone. He said, but the kids we have, they ain't equipped for zone. Always a pleasure. He said, the kids we have not equipped for zone blocking. He said, because on zone blocking, you got to get a push right now. He said, we not getting that. He said, we trying to ask some kids to do stuff they can't do. So that goes back to the offensive scheme. And I like Coach Gaddis. He's a nice guy.
Uh-oh.
Stuff we
you know where this going.
Coach,
you know the style I like. Okay.
Listen.
What's up with the offensive scheme? Hold on. Let me get my coffee for this one, man. I ain't got no sugar in it or nothing.
Yeah, get your coffee. Get your coffee. Coach, that's y'all know. Y'all was looking at the same game I'm looking at. And no imagination. And we got a quarterback that went from one of the top quarterbacks in the country. Look like he never played football in his life. He confused.
Now, is it the quarterback? Is it just him, that the person, or is it the quarterback coach? Or what's your take on that? How could you go from being confident?
Scheme. It got to be the scheme. He's not comfortable in that scheme. He was there spring, but for whatever reason, the kid is not comfortable. He's a better quarterback than he's showing. We all know that. You don't throw for 6 straight games, I think, the ACC record, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns in each game, to now that you can't figure it out. Something wrong.
But check it. We talked to Brevin Jordan the other day, and Brevin Jordan was like, man, the offense was so easy under Lashley. It was like one word. It's like red, blue, green, and you knew where to go. Now, of course, he said in the NFL, it's like, shit, you got to know a whole bunch of terms for one play.
Guess what, Coach? We don't care about no NFL. If it need to be red, blue, yellow, whatever it need to be,
we talking about college football.
We talking about college football. University of Miami, when he deal with that when he get to the pros. That don't concern me.
At all.
None of the Kane Nation. No, that don't concern us. We talking about winning. Whatever we need to do, get it right. The kid, he's a talent. You can't. He don't just fall off the ledge like that. Something wrong.
Hey, Bro Kane said the nightmare ain't over. It just got worse. Put that on the shirt.
Worse. I told
but
you.
Y'all don't know.
I ain't putting that on the shirt.
Cobain the one started the nightmare is the nightmare over.
Nightmare's over. They tricked me good.
Nah, Coach, it's over, dog. I think we're taking our turpentine, fool.
Shitting me. Listen, and you know, I love the A, right? That ass was so bad Saturday. I was supposed to be in the A. No. I don't want none of that. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I mean, listen, Coach. We've been bad for a long time, bro. And there's a lot of you've been in there. You've been walking around. You with Zoe. You don't see the inside of it.
It's like 15. It's been like 15 years we've been bad. Last time we really had a good team, like 06 or something.
And the mentality has been dropping year after year. The coaches became softer. They can't recruit. They recruiting bad, and so now he got to turn it all around, bro.
The recruiting been horrible. Cause I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? They let us. We was on the field before the game, right? So I see Florida State players out there, the receivers, and I think that was their DBs. They had on T-shirts. I'm like, damn. We don't look like that, Coach. They all was buff. They was nice looking. You know, they've been in that room. We got some goddamn work to do, and it goes back to the recruiting. for the last 5-6 years. That we got some kids. It's nowhere in the world they supposed to be on University of Miami on no scholarship. It ain't the current staff regime. It ain't their fault. This is what they inherited. I don't blame only the kids. Part of it is coaching too.
But
Part of it is
they
coaching.
should. I was out there. Listen, I tell these guys the same thing, Coach. When I'm out there before the game, that the other team always look more fired up than us, and they look bigger than us. But we were bigger than Duke, and we were bigger than Middle Tennessee.
But okay,
and still
with that being said, you watch the 4 games where we've got manhandled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each game, it seemed to me, those teams, 4 of them, we got 5 losses, 4 of them, it seemed to me, them teams were 1 or 2 steps ahead of us on everything we did. Now tell me if I'm right or wrong.
It's like they knew.
Huh?
It's like they knew what we were going to do. Go ahead, KB.
Nah, Bang, I keep saying that. Like, it seems like when we go into these games, it's like all the other teams look prepared and we don't. Like, everybody got a scheme for us and we ain't got no scheme for them. Like, I wonder what's going on with our scouting before the game.
It just seemed that way to me. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but y'all make y'all judgment on it, but that's what it seemed to me. And I know some of them teams were not better. You telling me Duke got better players than us?
No, they don't.
Middle Tennessee, but they was everybody. It's still Miami, so everybody raises their game to play Miami. Everybody get up. Everybody get up. They ready. Miami, they getting ready 2 weeks prior. We go by game, but everybody wants to beat us, and that ain't gonna go away. So we need kids that gonna defend the youth. Because some of them kids don't got no business there. Some of them are overrated. That's why I told you we wasn't built on no damn stars. I'm going to name a few guys, and some people might not remember none of them. Jimmy Jones, right? Jimmy Jones didn't even play his senior year at Okeechobee High School. Butch them found him. Jimmy went in the 3rd round, played on Super Bowl championship teams for the Cowboys. Russell Maryland came in. Russell weighed probably 3-something. First pick in the NFL draft. Ray Lewis wasn't highly sought.
2-star.
Right. What Sapp was. I don't think he was no 5-star.
He was a tight end, right? Like a 4th
tight end fullback. Tight end fullback.
Yep.
Okay, you got Ed Reed.
He was like a 3-star.
Reggie Wayne. You got Santana Moss, who went on a track scholarship. And the list go on and on. So don't tell me about no goddamn stars. Do some work and find football players. And all those teams, when we had great teams, their football IQ was high. I don't get that feeling with this kid's ill.
How Lonzo feel about it?
That's conversations I can't speak on to the public.
I got
that's
you.
That's my roommate from college. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all this one. All right.
Nah, you ain't gotta get him nothing. We'll talk.
No, listen to this. Listen when I say about the IQ part. Okay, we played Middle Tennessee, right? They scored 2, maybe 3 times off empty, no backs, no nothing, quarterback draw. So, Carolina scored on what? Quarterback draws with an empty set.
Yeah.
Right.
That ain't coaching. That's just understanding the damn game. IQ. When you gonna feel these other people had success running this play on us, and this formation, I'm gonna look for them to try this play. We ain't did that yet. I ain't the smartest person in the world, but god damn, I understood football.
Bang, can I ask you about that?
Go ahead, ball.
Like on some of that, like you saying this, it's the players and their IQ, and I agree 100%. But sometimes though, I've seen us do these third and longs. They go empty, and everybody here we know what's coming, like you just said. But they'll drop Corey Flag back like 20 goddamn yards. What we supposed to do in that situation?
Yeah, but goddamn, when Corey gonna think about them people been running this on us when this in this situation?
Right.
Hello,
Why
that's
they
what
dropping Corey Flag back though?
That's
I
but
don't know
that's
what
the
the
thing that's
scheme
killing
called
me.
for, but you still
Yeah.
gotta anticipate. It's anticipation.
Right.
Okay, we got
So as a
somebody keep getting beat on bombs. When you gonna put your hands on the goddamn people and stop bailing out and turning and letting them goddamn people open the gate for them to run? And you can't run.
Right. That's
Common
true.
sense. And one thing they tried to tell me, oh, it wasn't his fault. The safety wasn't there. If you play cornerback on any level, you better know one thing about a safety. It's a great chance he ain't gonna be there. So if a man going deep and nothing threatening you in your area over there, your ass better be running.
Right.
That's just common sense.
It's great. I never heard that before. It's a great chance he ain't gonna be there, Bane.
A safety, because they reading a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Their duties are more than a corner duty. They have more responsibility than we do.
Especially I was got to tackle running backs and all type of shit.
Right.
Hey,
All
So
type of shit.
you can't
go ahead, Rich. You got a question?
rely on them to be there. You can't. But I was able to understand that part of it because we played together for 3 years. That secondary I was in. Sophomore, junior, senior. So we all knew each other. We understood each other. We understood how each other thought. When this occurs, if he see this, he gone. So you better be over the top, hard, running with that guy. That's just simple knowledge. It comes with time of playing together. But they done played together 2 years now. You gotta know some of the stuff. The coach can't teach you everything. They're gonna give you the scout report, game plan, and see to play for Jimmy and Howard, play for Butch. You had to have a football IQ. They didn't get dummies. There was no dummies on our team. We didn't have dummies. We communicated and we relied on each other. And everybody has to do his job. The first year myself and Darryl Fullerton was out there, that's why, I had questions on why we wasn't playing Wesley. They say he was still learning the system. Okay, one thing about that, Jimmy put me and Darryl on that field. We took lump, bump, bruises, skint, knees, skint, elbow, beatings upside the head, and he stuck with us. We had growing pains. My sophomore, junior, senior year, y'all come on with it. I understand what's going on now. So he's got to play more so he can know what the hell he'll be better next year this time. Don't be starting him off like you're a damn freshman still. Play him. Because the guys you got on the field ain't making no goddamn play.
Corey Flag lead us in tackling though. Bang Corey Flag lead us in tackling though.
Okay. How many games that won us?
Shit.
Right.
Huh?
I fuck with you, dog. I fuck with you.
And you think about it.
That won us?
That's the question I wanted to ask, because I was like, okay, if Corey Flag know he in a fucked up play, he knows it. He's like, man, I'm gonna have to backpedal. My hips ain't even like that. I'm short, and you want me to go cover a tight end who already done caught 5 balls, or a wide receiver who already lit our ass up. What would your brain do as a player? Like if you in the game and you know you about to get lit up, what would you do? You gonna sit there and just get lit up and then be like, I tried, coach. I tried my best.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna make a play. I'm gonna make a play. You gotta make a play. He has to make a play. You gotta figure out how to make a play, coach.
Right.
Everybody depending on you to make a play. Let me tell you something. And the one thing that helped me, and I love my neighborhood, love my homeboys, I love the people that I came home after every game in my first year on that field. My homeboys wasn't high-fiving me. You know what they talked to me about? Yo, bro, 3rd and 8, you let the people get the first down. They caught the ball on you. You missed the tackle on 2nd and 11. So that they'll fuel my fire. They not gonna be talking to me about no bad damn plays. So now when them plays stop happening, I come home with what's up? You know what they said, just like my daddy used to tell me. My daddy never told me, boy, you did it. He always said, you look all right. Because it always kept me hungry to do better. I wanted more. I never wanted to be the weak link on that team. We playing Oklahoma, national championship. They split Keith Jackson out wide. Keith Jackson 6'4", 6'5". So Keith come on, I'm off him 5 yards. He come off, so when I get engaging, I can't get around, and they run that option my way. They pick up a good amount of yards. We get in the huddle, right? And all 10, because we had a circle huddle, all 10 were looking at me. Like Muff, where you at?
Right.
The only thing got them not to look at me no more and make the huddle call, my bad. But they knew they could trust me. They believed in me that I was going to make whatever adjustment I would need to make so that shit don't keep happening. Okay, and now I'm going to tell you who made the adjustment for me. When I came out, my eyes damn near big, like, holy shit, what I'm going to do? Because if they keep doing that, what I'm going to do with Keith? Winston Moss.
How big you said he was?
Keith Jackson 6'4", 6'5", something like that, about 235, 240 at that time.
And this is what, 1980 what?
7, 88
that's a
on
giant
the
in 1987, but that's a giant today.
Right. So Winston Moss come up to me. I'm sitting on the bench. I'm like, what the hell I'm gonna do? He, my roommate, former roommate. He was in the pros at Tampa Bay. He say, you can't play him like that. Walk up on his head, and when you see that ball coming, you play goddamn football. He said, because you ain't gonna get off him. And I nod my head. He walked off. My coach ain't make that adjustment, because he probably didn't pay attention to what actually was going on. But I was paying attention, and my roommate was paying attention. Like, my roommate I was gonna have a long night. They ran that triple option that way again. Get upfield in the backfield, tackle him for like 4-5 yards long. They left me alone. But now, had I not came up, Winston don't tell me that, I don't know how long my night would have been. Jimmy would have been cussing. What the fuck are you doing over there? And my homeboys who depended on me would have been looking crazy at me in that huddle. I don't want you don't want to be the weak link. It meant something to us. I'm not going to be the reason we lose. And you played every snap. When you ran gases at practice, when you was in the summertime getting ready, I'm not going to be the reason why something bad happens to us. I don't know if they still have that. I don't know all the kids. I see them. I don't know their inside on. I don't talk to everybody. But coming from out this neighborhood here, Liberty City, love it to death. Don't like a lot of stuff that happens over here. But this gets you ready for life. And playing football gets you ready for life. But some of them got I don't know, Cole. I don't know. We got to get the right kids, though.
I think the right kids got to walk into the right program, Bane. I think they got to walk in. I think you walked into the right program. Like I think the kids got to walk into the right program. I know for a fact that they're recruiting a different kid now with a different mindset. I know that for a fact. Many of them had got to a point where they was just losing battles. They wasn't even fighting anymore, and they was just they were taking who would come.
And see with that, it's a different style of recruiting now with this NIL mess. It ain't about how good you can recruit, what your numbers are looking like. That's what them kids want to know. They want to know what your numbers look like. How am I going to be sitting? I'm going to be sitting fat and pretty, and that complicates it a little bit. Like and when the quarterback decommitted. He was supposed to go to Florida from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I ain't tripping. We want a motherfucker that want to put that green and orange on and gonna be trying to do whatever it takes to win. Gonna play hard every snap, every second. That's what we was built on. We had a hard hat mentality. No, we know nobody was out working us around the country in the summertime.
Right.
We knew that for a fact, and everybody was working hard. But we wasn't gonna let them outwork us. Mike Irvin, Mike Irvin, and Lonzo Highsmith, they're the hardest two workers I ever seen that I played sports with. Could be people other than that, but when we was on that down there, them two was always doing something more.
Hey, Ben, I got a question for you.
Damn, Billy
What's
D.
going on, fellas?
What's that?
One second, man. Listen, man, y'all hit that like button, man. We got 220 in here, man. 50 likes, man. That's free. And if you can't comment, it's because you ain't subscribed. And if you've been watching Footballville, Caneville all this time and you ain't subscribed, man, just get out of here for right now. You know what I'm saying? Because subscribing is free. We about to go member chat in a second. Shame on them, dog. Right.
Yeah, gotta get that hit out your heart. Anyway, I was gonna ask you, Bane. I heard you in your interview, which was a great interview with Street. And you spoke a lot about guys who didn't play two sports. Do you think that's something that's kind of affecting the mindset of the kids on this current team? Is that it's a lot of guys who don't play two sports that don't have those other intangibles to lean on when the game gets hard or when it gets difficult? Because in my experience, I've always identified people who play two sports are able to, when the football part is kicking in, that IQ, they can always rely on that other part, right? Like, hey, if I'm not getting to a guy fast enough, I can rely on my intelligence from, running track or hell, even doing something, or even doing something as simple as like playing chess. They rely on those intangibles.
More than one sport tells you that a kid is got some versatility to them, and they can change. They can't just do one thing and that's all they can do. Playing them two sports, it ain't got to be track, ain't got to be baseball. Like I'm looking at clips of a kid at North Carolina right now, the quarterback, dunking the basketball. He's an athlete. You want athletes. Seeing and I think at one time Nick had 85 to 90% of his roster with two sport kids. Like you had Ruggs, you got Waddle, you had what the other one name? Did Jerry Judy do anything with football Street?
Jerry Judy. No, Jerry Judy was a one sport athlete.
Okay, but you had some guys. Like Highsmith tried to run. Myself ran, Melvin ran. Selwyn tried to run a little bit. Darryl Fullington played basketball. Benny Blaze football track. Brian Blaze football track. We had guys that was more than just a football player. And to me, it helps you. And we preach to the kids at Northwestern. We know you're a football player, but the track is going to help you be a better football player because the better you can run, the easier for you to run when you don't have to panic on the field, the better player you're going to be. And it helps tremendously when it comes to that. But I'm looking at that quarterback at Carolina right now. He played basketball too in school growing up.
But he's from a long
athlete.
He's from a long line of athletes, man. He's from a long, the whole family. Yeah, he's from a long line of athletes. Yeah. Listen, man, a lot of our followers don't know that Ruben Bain is your little nephew, right?
Little cousin.
Lou Ruben Bain, your little cousin, man. From a scale of 1 to 10, what's Miami shot at getting Ruben Bain?
They have a legit shot. I just hope we can stop damn losing, cause that I don't know how heavy it weighs on it. Cause listen, y'all don't think Lil Cuz know where I want him to go. Right. I don't have to talk to him about that. Y'all don't think his mama know, his daddy know, his uncle know. The
His
family
brother.
know where I want him to go. The family know where I want him to go. And
Right.
I don't have to talk to him. When Mark used to have the camps, it was him, lights out, all us cousins, lights out in that van. We had 2 more cousins, Furman, Jalen, Herman's son, and what other one? Jazz. All 5 used to be in my hot ass van, and I ride them down, and they had to be 11, 12 years old at the time. And they go down there to the Mark Rick camp, and they used to love it. So y'all don't think he know where I want him to go? I don't have to talk. I check on him how he feeling, his health, and make sure he stay hydrated when he playing, consuming the right amount of water. No, I'm about to say alcohol. Consuming the right amount of water and stuff. He don't drink. He love the game. He's a student of the game, and he's always trying to figure out how to get better. That's what I know about him.
He mature as hell, bro. Like talking to a young man, man.
He's always been that way.
He's always been that way.
They did a great job with him.
Yeah.
But he's a great kid. He humble, and he just want to play ball. All that other stuff you have.
What a lot of people don't know about you, man. You was on the field when Doug Flutie threw that pass that they always show, right?
Yeah.
Before he threw that pass, did you have any idea? Like you thought the game was over, right?
Everybody you thought that game was over. I ain't just asked me if I thought it was over.
Move your finger, your uncle on the camera. I mean, your finger on the camera. Move your finger. Yeah. They said they want to see your pretty face, man.
All right, my bad. Yeah.
We have a watch party today, man. You come through, man. I got you. You come through, man. We have a watch party at 1860 Polk Street.
Where in Broward?
1860 Polk Street in Hollywood. Yeah.
Well, if I could get a number on you, I could call you if I could get the doggone address. But I don't know what kind of business you running, man. You change your number, man.
Man, you know I love you, man. I saw you on Instagram. I just got a little busy. I saw you on Instagram. I was like, Uncle on Instagram. Let me hit Unc back then. I got a little busy, man. You know.
Yeah, I got a page.
You know you was on Instagram.
I don't do much on it, but I got a page. You know, my kids try to keep me on. They try to keep me on.
Man, we're gonna talk, man. I think it's some stuff you could do, though, man. We're gonna talk. I think it's some stuff you could do. I think, man, I think what we're looking at is, bro, we're looking at Mario going in there. The other day, Malik Rozier said Mark Richt told him to leave when he got here. You will never play here. Malik Rozier told us that. So if the Christian Mark Richt handled business like that when he got here, I can only imagine Alonzo and Mario and some of the feelings that they've hurt in that locker room. Because I think Mario wants to do it right. I think he wants to put the foundation down his way.
Right. If I ain't mistaken, I think they told Gino don't come here. Gino Terrell, Heisman Trophy winner. So you got to have, it just got to be something inside of you like, fuck you. I'm coming to play. I'm gonna do what I need to do to play.
Hey, Bane, do you feel like sometimes they just say that as a motivation tactic, like they don't actually mean it? They just saying it to get you to step your game up?
I think people say what they mean a lot of times, you just gotta have. Miami always had dogs that accept the challenge. That's a challenge. You don't need to come here. You ain't gonna play. If I ain't mistaken, they told Gino he wasn't going. He need to come here. Now we could confirm it. I'm gonna find out. But if I ain't mistaken, they told Gino that he wasn't.
Who told him that?
I don't know. You know I don't call names, man. I'm out of Liberty City. We don't call names.
Hey, the people in the chat say you don't fuck with Broward like that. They say, damn, Unc don't fuck with Broward.
I love Broward. Broward leading us in numbers on who got the most in the pros and putting them in there every year. So Broward doing what they supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Broward for a little while, so I mess with Broward. I know the police don't play out there, and if you go your ass to jail in Broward, you got your hands full.
Yeah, when we was in high school, we used to go to Unc had a night house in Broward with a pool, and me and Frog used to be over there, man. Unc had a night house in Broward. Babies over there. Listen, man, a nice house. But
Yeah,
no,
it was
man, you
good
was at the
fun.
game Saturday.
Yeah, I was out there, Coach. I
Who you was
told
with?
you. My son Sat was in the box with us. He left out the box, but Don Sargent left out of that box, Coach, and that's one of the greatest coaches I ever been around. His knowledge of the game is in another stratosphere.
Yeah, and he left out the box. He couldn't stand to watch it.
It was with the first quarter. Coach ain't crazy. He been doing it longer than me. He know we was in trouble.
I mean, left in the first quarter, bro. That's crazy. That's
Coach left in the
wow.
first quarter. Man, I
Breaking
stopped
news.
looking at the game when halftime, and that's the second time, and I did it twice this year. I left. I left with 10 minutes to go on, I think, the North Carolina game. And halftime, I ain't go back to my seat. I went on back outside to the tailgate.
Dang.
That's what
That's how
Lad said he
bad it
did.
was, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach, I watched one of the worst ass whoopings we got. I watched all of it. Clemson when they fired Al Golden, 58-3, right? I watched all that.
Yeah.
Never called my phone. Never called the phone. He was like, "Where you at? You still got your stupid ass in there looking at that ass whooping?" I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't going nowhere." Man, something wrong with you. I don't want to watch that abuse. That's abuse. You abused us the other night. But one thing I know, and they telling me, because y'all know I wear my UM stuff almost every day. Oh, you need to take that off. Never. Because guess what? We was winning national titles when them other schools in this state was dreaming about them. We was winning them already.
Talk to him, Mom.
Yeah, they look at me. I said, yeah, go Google that. We had before anybody won one.
Right.
And I tell them this one, Street. Matter of fact, they got to get together, patch up to catch the 5 we got.
It's true.
And once it's done before, it could be done again. I see people in the comment section saying, man, listen, man, the is over, man. Y'all keep running for this. How can it be over when we just seen Cincinnati go to the goddamn playoffs?
No, right. I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to give you this one. Y'all listen to this one good. What Alabama was when we had our heyday. They was back. Their best success was what, in the 70s?
In the 70s, yeah.
60s and 70s.
Woo, talk to I see where you're going with this, though. I see where you're going with. They just got
all the way back once Nick got over there.
Right.
And I want y'all to pull this up. Pull up his press conference, what he told the people in Alabama. This one I know the world, the college football is in trouble. He said, whatever you are, Alabama, be the best you can be. If you a booster, be the best booster you can be. You know, bags was illegal then, but he called for the bags. I say, bro, we in trouble. We in trouble. So think I'm tripping. So everything going, history repeats itself. Our turn coming. We just got to stay the course. I feel we got the right guy in the chair. He's going to put the right coaches around him, and we going to get it done. We're going to get the right kid. That's what I'm telling you. Don't tell me about no stars. We wasn't built off stars. Me, I had no stars. I was a wide receiver in the wishbone with no catching. I really got on you and radar. We go down to our junior year, going to our senior year for the summer camp. Everybody else had done ran their 40s. Me and Melvin get there late. So they tell us to go ahead, because you really run it by yourself. They tell us go ahead and run together. So, you know, Melvin was a 4-4 guy. So, nigga, but I know how to compete. So when we leave that line, we get to the other end, I'm right on his heel. So now that's what get me on the radar. Now I get tickets, I can go to the games and all that stuff too. But that's what we was built on. Yeah, I can compete. And I actually got the scholarship because we're playing Christopher Columbus, Highsmith senior, our senior year. We punt the ball. And the kid name was John Adams. He was leading the county in receiving. The white boy was bad at receiving. He could play. And he's not fair catching the ball. So I'm like, he ain't finna fair catch. I run down into him, slam into him, boom. He fumbled the ball. We get the ball. No, that was our junior year because Dawg was still a quarterback, Anthony Dawkins. And we get the ball, go down, score, win the game. That play there helped me get me at UM. And that me and Melvin was best friends. That's how I got to University of Miami.
And
I
you
was
and Melvin were best friends?
Yeah.
What
we
you mean by that?
Since we were little. We've been running around since we were 10, 11 years old.
And that kind of helped them take you?
Yeah. You think he wasn't talking up? Ain't you going to talk up
Mm-hmm.
for X? Ain't you going to talk up for X? Okay, then.
I don't know. I don't know if we're talking for X. I might talk up for Rick.
So
oh,
now,
no,
you know, it causing them to look at you. And Hubbard Alexander.
Lost OG.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, OG's phone on went dead. We were riding too. If you can't call me, just call
there
me
you
the
go.
number. There you go. Yeah, went out for a second. So, hey, but you got there and you ended up being a starter, right?
I started before him. I used to say, let's ride. Hey, Street, I say, Mel B, let's go by the West. Man, I don't want to go by the West. Man, why you them our people, man? I don't want to hear everybody asking me why you ain't playing. I don't want to hear that. So once he started playing, then we started going back by the school. Because I said, them our people, they love us. He said, yeah, but I don't want to hear that.
But listen, Coach, man, I hate that them shorties take that so serious, man. And y'all may not agree with me. When you got 3 years, you got to be there, right?
Right.
And you ain't playing that first, right? There's a lot of things in their game that they could work on. A lot of things. There's a lot of things in there.
It's not the way of the world anymore. We got red shirt, me and Melvin. And it was so funny. Y'all got to hear the story. So Howard calls us, all the freshmen in. I think it was only like 5 he didn't red shirt. Highsmith, Greg Recursi, Rick Tootin was the punter, Winston Moss, David Kintyre. Everybody else got red shirt. So he calls us in, we're in the study hall. So he gives us the speech, whatever speech he gave us that night. And he said, anybody got anything they want to say? Melvin put it, Melvin ain't, no coach. It was so funny. So when we get out the meeting, and this is big in itself. We get out that meeting, we get back to the dorm. Melvin called his mom. Call Pitt, Mom. I want to transfer. She said, call Pitt for what? Because they ain't letting me play. I should be playing. She said, baby, figure it out. I ain't calling no Pitt. Your ass staying right there. And hung the phone up on his ass.
There it is.
Glow hung up on him. These mamas ain't doing that nowadays. They friends, and they ain't gonna teach them the tough stuff out. They want to jump in front of anything the kid get into, school, on the neighborhood, on the street, with a friend. They come outside and they take their child aside. Our parents are killing the kids now. We setting them up for failure because you want making them believe they're never wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Street. We cutting that clip out and we gonna share that. That whole segment that he just did, we need to cut that clip out and share that shit everywhere, bro.
I agree. But think about this though. Think about this real quick. With NIL, now in some households, the kid is the breadwinner.
Right.
So now when you come to the hood, before, back in your day, when you came to the hood, if you ain't make no play, you ain't getting no ass. The girl gonna be like, I saw you on TV. You ain't like that. But now when you come to the hood and your new BMW and you got that NIL money, ain't shit nobody gonna say to you because you that dude, whether you on the field or not.
You that dude. No, listen, funny that you say that, right? So I lived on 66th Street growing up. So Tyrone Ashley, Rock Preston, and Tony Ashley.
Preston.
They Tony and Goat, the other brother Goat, all on was football players. And every one of them was a bad mother on that field, right? So Tony and T.Y. used to walk down the street, right? So they go to Northwestern games. You know, they're a couple years younger, right? and you talking about mess with me, they told me, nigga, you don't do that but run the play and you don't make no play. Y'all shut up, and I run at them and tell how I run it, right? So that it used to be so fun, fun because they looking at you. The neighborhood, the kids, the younger kids are watching you. And they want to emulate, they want to be great. If you great, they want to be great. If you just a guy, they want to be better than you. So that's why I say I love our neighborhood, man. They were great. All of them did well in college. Goat and T.Y. went to Ole Miss. Rock went to Florida State. And I don't know where Tony actually had went. But that was a great football family. And then the sister was great in sports. Softball and I think volleyball. She was all day in there. They came out a hell of a house. I just love the neighborhood, man. Love this neighborhood. Don't like a lot of
Hey,
stuff that happens, but love this neighborhood. It helped
hey,
me
man.
to have that fight I can have inside me to compete. This neighborhood teaches you to compete.
Character.
Yeah,
Character. You go through things. You go through things. You kind of battle test it.
Devontae David, Teddy, Coop. They not right out of Liberty City, but that Grove is special. Grove always put out special players. Teddy, Opelika, Liberty City, between the two. Opelika put out great players. Carol City put them out. Down south. So all our neighborhoods are different, but they are the same. You learn how to compete down here. South Florida football is different from anywhere in the world. Our football is different. Like Patrick Peterson told him one time. This is the SEC of high school football in South Florida.
I agree with that. But I wanted to ask you something, Bang.
Go ahead.
Do you think that the transfer portal needs to be? I get the COVID year thing and the instant eligibility, but do you think that needs to be like kind of nullified? It's been a couple of years now.
Right. The old rule was better because most kids didn't want to sit that year. But now, according on your circumstances, you can play immediately. So that is done a damage to college football to me. Okay, Florida State also now, we can't leave us out. Last year at this time, they were looking similar to what we looking like right now. But I think they had over 20 guys come from the portal this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it changed their team, changed the makeup of their team. But you can't just get kids out of the portal. You got to get the right kids out of the portal. But last year this time, what their record was on the season last year?
Them people been under 400, under 500 for the last 4 years, Coach.
Yeah.
This is first winning season.
This is what I'm telling you. That portal.
When we went into Doe Campbell last year, they was 4-6. But their quarterback, listen, their quarterback has made it. Their quarterback, listen, he got a lot better, Coach.
He's better.
He's nice.
He got a lot better. I was surprised. He got a lot better.
Well, it go to this. I'm gonna have to give a credit to Novell, whatever his name. He I think he's a quarterback coach and he helped develop him. Got him better. He's gotten better under him.
Yeah, I would agree. We look closer to FSU 2 years ago. Shout out to Twan. He kind of dropped that gem on me.
Yeah,
And then I sat back and thought about it.
We were
I sat back and thought about it.
This how they look last year.
This is how they look. Yep.
They
and
first
that quarterback.
Year, remember they first year when they best player got on Twitter and started saying Novell was racist. Listen, man, first years can be ugly, dog. When you're trying to change a culture. Them people have been under 500 for 2 years. I know. Listen, Unc is the one who started the Nightmare Over. We got a whole T-shirt ready to go, and we couldn't roll it out when Middle Tennessee started putting their foot in our ass. We couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to that one. Put that in the box.
But there's no doubt in my mind that the direction that Miami is going in is that this get turned around.
I still say we got the right guy in the chair, driving the car. We got to figure some things out. We got to get the poison out that building. That ain't gonna bind to what he's doing, what he's asking. Get their ass away from him. One thing about it, when I played for Howard, played for Jimmy, all 95 was walking in one direction. And if you wasn't walking in that right direction, they got your ass up out of there. They ain't play
Right.
no game. They didn't play games. Love both of them. Coach Nellenberg, God rest his soul, and Jimmy. Man, you but you want to play for them because they're gonna bring the best out of you. They demanded, and you wouldn't want to let coach down. So you was gonna give what you was gonna do what it take to make the be ready game day. Love them, both of them.
Jimmy didn't have a great year here his first year, right?
We went 8-5. I'm telling you, that's the year Florida State beat us 38-3. The last three games we lost.
Why was it a drop off?
That year, we was trying to transition from the 3-4 defense to the 4-3. To the 4-3.
Listen up now.
We mixed. Coach them started mixing some of the 3-4 stuff into the 3-4. I mean 4-3 stuff into the 3-4, which it didn't match, and it blew up on us later in the year.
Y'all had just won a national championship, right?
We had just won a national championship.
Now think about that now.
Jimmy was a 4-3 guy, brought us from Oklahoma State. So he didn't just, because they forced coach to keep that staff that was already in place.
Right.
When he got here, all that stuff, they like handcuffed him to a certain extent. But the next year, because we changed college football with the 4-3 with Jimmy. When we put it in, Florida wasn't running 4-3 yet, and Florida State wasn't. Once we took off, both of them changed out of that 3-4.
Could a 4-3 work today?
4-3?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could work. To me, you're gonna be more. You can be. I didn't play that much in the 3-4, but I know in that 4-3, you definitely. How you doing? What's up? You could be more aggressive to me in the 4-3, and the D line is attacking more than two gapping. They might be like you put them in a 1, which is right up between the guard and the center, and a 3, which is between the guard and the tackle, and they actually responsible for them gaps. Now you got to have 3 linebackers that can run. Wesley Bissett, he can run.
He can run.
So we got.
And I heard Sapp say. I heard Sapp say the defense was real simple. You tackled the running back on your way to the quarterback, and that's what you get with the 4-3.
That was their rule.
I don't know if you get it with 5 DBs on the field.
The game has changed, so you're going to tweak it 4-3 a little bit. You may have 2 backers in. I'm not on top of the game all the way to know the schemes, what's going on, but I prefer the 4-man front. You know where they're going to be. They're going to go that one going to take that 1 gap, that A gap on that side, and that 3 technique going to take that B gap. And you play football and squeeze or whatever you call the defense call, and play football, coach. I love it.
So, coach, listen, man. I know you a Northwestern grad. Y'all fire y'all coaches all the time, man. Y'all, but is the answer firing coach? It's year 1, right? Is the answer firing coaches? You just told me Jimmy Johnson struggled his first year transitioning. Jimmy Johnson did after y'all won a national championship. Is the answer in firing coaches?
Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Going on the situation.
Okay. So listen, man, you go back to this, man. If y'all just getting in here, man, we got Tauber Bain in here, bro. Say we got a great. He wants Bain, his little cousin, to come to Miami. Say we got a great chance of getting him, but he also say they're gonna have to see Central again in the playoffs, and he say he think they're gonna have something for Central. Y'all be healthy, right?
We healthy.
Right. So y'all have Tiger.
We are healthy. We are healthy. We have Ford and we got Tiger.
What's going on with the wide receiver?
And most important, all our O-linemen are healthy again.
So you think y'all can take down old Jube and AJ?
That's the plan. One thing about it, we gotta take our business tonight against Gulliver, which I anticipate us doing. We'll be ready next week, Friday night.
They at Trash tonight?
Yeah, at 6 o'clock.
So, what's going on with the wide receiver, man? I know you had him in track, right? What's up with him?
Andy,
like he had what's up with Andy Jean?
Andy had turf toe, and it flared up on him again, and he hasn't been healthy this year.
I knew something was wrong.
He stayed off it a bit, so it's showtime now. And Andy, one of the greatest competitors I ever met. Kid, he works hard, he's coachable, and he'll be ready to play.
I knew something. That was a dirt bike. Oh God,
no, that's a SRT coach. They was trying to see if they spent their money in the right place, coach.
Move your finger, man. Your finger in the camera.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
But we gonna talk, man. We gonna talk.
Yeah, cause you went left on me, man. You went ready.
I ain't never gonna go left on you, man. I just get busy every now and then.
Down through Instagram. Man,
I'll never go left on you, dog. Hey, listen.
Man, tell the people you change the number or you turn that phone off, man. Who you hiring for?
It's the same number always.
Coach, you ain't living right no more, man. All I had to do was call Frog to get the number. I know Frog got it, but I ain't think about it. I wanted to talk to you. Y'all had Sap on. I want to get on here with my man. That's my guy.
You saw Sap on here?
Yeah, I will watch you.
Well, you got to set that up, Street. Bang said he wanted to come on that day. You got to set that one back up, bro.
Man, Sap my guy.
What you
think
about this?
What that coach?
He love what? What you think about the OC being the quarterback?
If anybody put that green and orange on, we love it, man. That we got passion, love for that, man. Ain't nothing like it, and everybody be hurt. We really be hurting when we lose, and if we lose like we lost, that do something to us. Black boys, the white boys, that do something to us. That's hard on us, man.
I know.
Y'all will never understand. That's hard. Because we know, listen, during the game, Buster Davis played for Florida State. And when Vaso, my son, played in the Army game together, so they became friends. And then they was out there at the Arizona Cardinals together. Buster called him during the game, like midway through the second quarter. You know what Buster said to him on the phone? We in the suite. He say, "Bang, I can't even watch this because I know y'all ain't this damn bad." He said, "Because I look for this game to be always a competitive game." He said, "I can't even watch this."
Right.
So even the Florida State guy, they love whooping our ass, but they like, come on, this
what's this,
man? What
the
hell is going on?
Corey Fuller told me, was 2 years ago.
Corey Fuller told me for the game, because you know I'm down on the sideline, so he tell me for the game. He said, "Yeah, Bang, you ready for this ass whooping finna give y'all? Y'all ain't gonna be whooping no ass in here tonight." I guess he knew something I didn't know. Oh, Dale, I got a chance to talk to Randy before the game and after the game. After the game, he called me. "Where you at?" I said, "I'm around here on by where we come out at." "All right, I'm around here by the bus. Come on around here." So you know I gotta go talk to my homeboy. Randy out of Lincoln Field too with the Ashley and Preston boys.
Randy from Lincoln Field?
Yeah, Randy from Lincoln Field. Gerard Daphne's from Lincoln Field. And they moved to, you know, we always the mess with Randy, say, only thing happened, your mama caught the number and y'all moved to Carol City, nigga.
That's what catching the numbers get from Liberty City to Carol City.
Back then, that helped you move, man. That helped you move. Back then.
Yeah, Randy, I got a video on Randy and Sap. Randy and Sap dapping it up before the game.
Yeah, because when Sap come over to buy me, I said, "You saw Randy to my way yet?" I said, and then I said, "I don't know, he out here." That's all I could tell. So he asked one of the younger guys from Florida State. He pointed me over there with the linebacker. So Sap walked on around there, and I watched it. That made me smile because people know Sap told me years ago. He said Randy was the one who showed him a bun. He always used to give him tidbits on how to look for this, how to look for that. He said, go to his office, close the door, and say, what you got for me this week? And he would always have a tail sign of what an old lineman was doing to let you know what was coming. He said every week Randy had that for him. So they got a little special bond. So yeah, he went around there, hugged him, and he went to see his man. That Randy,
Nightmare
listen.
over. The nightmare over, though. We just got to get out of bed, though.
Yeah, hey, man, we got to wake up. We ain't even woke up yet. We got to wake the hell up, man. Once we wake up. We ain't woke yet. We still sleep. We sleepwalk.
So they just announced that Tyler Van Dyke not starting today. Mario killed me with this information, man. ESPN just announced that Tyler Van Dyke ain't starting.
Is he still hurting? Shit. So is his right arm hurting? What the hell hurting?
It's his shoulder.
Coach, I'm telling you, this kid, I feel sorry for him. But the only thing gonna happen, he's probably gonna get in the portal, go over to Brett Lashley. I looked at the TV the other last week after SMU played. Lashley quarterback threw for like 470 yards or something, 10 touchdowns. He just gonna get in the portal and go over there to his man.
You think so?
Wouldn't you? What the hell would you do? Stay here and don't know what this offense, what direction we going in with this offense? What is our identity on offense?
I think they kept asking them to change it. I think we were running the ball early. Then we had to make Tyler comfortable 4 games into it.
No, Coach. We stopped being able to run the damn ball. And when they stopped running the ball. They ain't stopped running the ball. We stopped being blocking goddamn people. Didn't I just tell you earlier, Coach Solid just say to run that zone, you got to get a push off snap, and we ain't getting that no more? Hello?
Yeah.
So it wasn't they changed what we was doing. We just not running the ball effective no more.
How does it go away, though? We ran the ball against Texas A&M, one of the biggest D-line we played this year.
How good is Texas A&M?
They mediocre.
Any more questions?
Better than Virginia.
You think?
Better than Middle Tennessee.
Better than Duke.
You think we lost to them, so they ain't better than no doggone Virginia. We beat Virginia. We couldn't score on Texas A&M either.
Right. I think after that. Go ahead.
When you start passing the ball so much, like when they had to make Tyler comfortable, and when you start passing the ball so much that the running game kind of takes the same way with Lashley. We couldn't run the ball with Lashley.
Coach, I'm gonna give you this one. Tannehill at Tennessee Titans. When that boy running that goddamn football, Tannehill looked like one of the best quarterbacks in the goddamn game. So that ain't got nothing to do with it, Coach. Because them people gonna be open. This is what you want to know. One of the biggest problems with our offense, our receivers can't get separation
at all.
Hello, street. Coach the street. Stay in the street. Stay in the street.
This is my problem. Okay, so our offense haven't scored, right? Why haven't any of our players quarter passed and broke away, or why haven't we had any explosive plays like that? Why none of our players have actually got loose and scored a touchdown? Like, it's not always on the way that the play is designed.
I'm going to tell you again. I just said it. Which one of them gets separation when they running their route?
Restrepo.
Okay.
Kobe Young.
And is Restrepo gonna give you catch that ball and go 60 with it?
Nope.
No. But he gets open. He know how to get open.
Go 6 with it.
Right. That's my guy now. We missed him so bad it ain't funny. I
think Brashad got some wiggle. I don't know why Brashad don't make bigger plays. I think Brashad could get loose.
You got to get him the ball the way he can make a play. What kind of plays are we calling to get him isolated? You see us isolate anything? Hello?
You can design guys to get open like that, and I think that's part of the problem too. Yeah, we need some better route runners, but y'all remember what Spurrier them was doing up there? They can get their guys open in space, and I think that's a problem that Gaddis has, man. Like when Brashad catching the ball, he ain't really in space. Like it's somebody right there as soon as he
Right.
gets the ball.
They right on our guys. So I'm gonna let y'all answer that question. We can't get separation. So what does that say? Something
We
wrong.
need to hire. We need to hire Kevin Beard. That would tell me.
Yeah. Because
Something wrong.
separation is not all about speed at the wide receiver
It ain't
position.
got nothing to do with speed. It's setting up your route. I played corner.
Right.
The receivers you hated to play against that ran those routes.
Right.
Mike Irvin was a route runner.
He was a
Did
route
in the
runner.
pros. And Herbert Alexander, God bless him, dead. He was one of the best wide receiver coaches ever. Curtis Johnson was one of the best wide receiver coaches ever. And all them guys that touched these receivers at Miami had guys went to the NFL and did well.
Mm-hmm.
We need a receiver coach that's gonna teach them how to get open. It's setting your route up. You had to be patient with Mike. You had to be patient with Brian Blaze and Brett Perriman. They were fast. Eddie Brown, you had to be patient. But they're gonna make you move off your square, and then they straighten you up. They did small things, small stuff. It ain't nothing major. They need to run better routes. They got to get open. They're not open. Y'all watch them games.
Do they stack anybody? The only person who stacks a DB is Kobe Young. Like when he run his route, and he's a taller receiver. So once that DB is stacked, you just throw the ball up.
Guess what? He came here knowing how to stack. He didn't learn that here because you just said it. How many more of them can stack somebody? So that means wherever he was at, JUCO, high school, somebody taught him that. And he still uses it.
Right.
Right.
Nobody to me, none of our guys even look like Andy Jean. I watched Andy Jean as a high schooler. I'm like, that boy got some footwork. That boy is a route runner. Our guys don't even look like Andy Jean.
Andy initially learned from Michael Lee. Andy was on varsity. Him and Tiger was on varsity in the 9th grade. Andy didn't play much, seldom used, but he learned a lot from Mike. Michael Lee Harris, one of the best wide receiver coaches around here.
He played with Teddy Bridgewater, right?
Played with Teddy at Louisville.
Right.
And he's passionate about it. Him and Shula does a great job also over there at Central.
I gotta get Shula on the show, man. Shula a riot, man. Shula wild, man.
So here's my question.
Does a great job over there with them kids.
I see Mario is doing some of this now, but when you mention a guy like Michael Lee Harris, guys who, I mean, for me the equation is simple. If South Florida is like the SEC of football, that means they're being coached at an elite level at Pee Wee, in high school, and seldomly do we see those guys go up to college. So when you talk about a Michael Lee, and I know that Mario's brought in some guys from the high school ranks, but do you see that continuing, or us kind of understanding where these guys get their talent from, and being like, yo, they need to be on the staff? Because I would love for Michael Lee Harris to come in the building and be a true wide receivers coach and teach these boys how to run routes.
And he's good. He played with Parker. That was Devontae Parker at Louisville. They played at the same time. Only thing happened to Mike, why he didn't get to the pros, kept tearing his knee up. He had 2 or 3 knee injuries, so that derailed him. That's what derailed him. But he's passionate about it. He's gonna get out there. He's gonna demonstrate. He loves the game. He wants to see those guys perform. He thrives on getting the best out of each kid. But
he's still at the West with y'all?
No, he's at Carroll City. He's not coaching football this year. He's the track coach.
Gotcha.
But he had no business. We had no business with him getting away from Northwest. None at all, coach.
So what you think going on with Romello Brinson, coach? Romello got the talent, right?
He
Tell
has
me
the
my
talent.
eyes didn't deceive me. Yeah.
Melo, I think I'm gonna put it that he's not, to me, not focused enough.
Mm-hmm.
You can have other stuff that distracts you, and I think he's allowing some of the stuff to distract him. I don't know for sure because I don't
Right.
see him enough, but that's what I believe is happening with him. He's a talent, and you have to show it.
Yeah.
You want to be great every day. You don't want to be great just game day. And there wasn't that many people that could do that. Melvin was one person that could do it. Melvin was horrible in practice. But when you turn them goddamn lights on, showtime. He was that way at Northwestern, and he was that way at UM. Coach Brodsky was cussing to pieces at UM.
Yeah.
Fat boy showtime, he was gonna give you. He was gonna put on. So
What you
I
call him,
don't
fat
know.
boy?
Fat boy, he fat now. He done lost a few pounds, but that's fat boy, man.
Yeah, I hit the like button for us, man. We got Bane here. Bane, man, you good, bro? You good? You need to go?
I'm good. What time we play? We play at 3, right?
3:30. We got a 3:30 game. Let me see what else on the slate today, man. Who else we got on the slate today? Let's see. Yeah, we
It
got.
don't matter. It don't matter. I don't care about none of them other games. I just gotta watch my squad, man. Bad, good, bad,
Man,
whatever. That's my squad, man.
you need to come through, man. I buy you some drinks, man. You need to come through today, man. I'm gonna send you the address.
Yeah,
I
send
think
the address
Jakari
to me.
Brown. They saying Jakari Brown took most of the snaps throughout the week.
But in all actuality, me looking at them against Florida State, that's probably our best offense at this particular time. Right now, this moment, I believe him in there is our best option.
Jakari
Now
Brown.
he has to throw the ball better for it to really be effective. But if he can get it going, we'll be decent down the stretch. Because
We heard up, man.
the line is not that good for whatever reason, and he'll help hide some of the flaws in the line.
We talked about in our football building group. We got 7 scholarship O linemen. 3. He just announced 3 of our O linemen out for the season. We heard up. We heard. They've been shirts. They've been helmets. They've been helmets and shorts all week long because we so hurt
Can't
up.
get nobody else hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, our best shot probably going to be with Jakari Brown.
Yeah.
Then we gotta pray to the Lord that nothing happens to him, because that means he's gonna be carrying that ball a ton. But you knew he could run that ball for real when he did the MF to Northwest when we took our ass up to the bottom with them good people in Lounge, Georgia.
You was at that game?
No, because I already know what was gonna happen.
They beat y'all bad, didn't they?
So our ass up. And he was a sophomore. He ran all over us.
Mm-hmm. Cam Kitchen say he a baller. He said that's when he knew.
We gonna figure it out, Coach.
No, I think I don't have no doubts, man. This is year one, and I think
Jill. He can't hear me. I wonder if he was drinking.
Yeah, this year. Where you at, man? Where you at?
Up
You in
in
the city?
MLK, yeah. I went MLK. 17 and what, 60? That's weird. I'm on the MLK. Had breakfast, came out. I've been talking to y'all since I came out there. I was talking to my homeboy who was Rocket. They just be so disrespectful when they think we ain't got nothing. They be real disrespectful. But
you gotta love
love
it.
to see that heartbreak. I would love to see that heartbroken next Friday. And I love my 2 little cousins, but they'll be all right. They got 3 titles on their belt.
You
Yeah,
gotta
man.
love it though.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, cause where we're from, it's hard to have a dynasty because every week it don't matter who you play, they come ready to play and they think that they're gonna give you hell. You gotta like that. I
And
mean,
then,
Central went up there and beat IMG,
but
but
listen, coach, that wasn't on my IMG. A bunch of them kids went back home.
mhm.
A bunch of them went back home now. Plus, the
Richard,
quarterback got hurt.
Rich,
Quarterback got hurt the first series of the game. A lot went
Richard
into that.
talking. Richard
Huh?
talking to a bull. He ain't trying to get Central no credit right now. All right.
No, it's not that. They did what nobody done down here in years, and they beat them. But I know the truth. Long when you know the truth, you know the truth. Bunch of them kids went back home because some of the kids I asked Malik Bryant, he was like, to a certain extent, it's not where you want to be at. There's nothing to do there. Yeah, y'all done been to that place. There's nothing to do.
Right.
Nothing there but that school. Nothing to do.
You got to be focused because you're right. It was a running back they had over there that also is now back at his home school, and he's in Tampa. So I mean, he could have stayed over there.
Right.
They
He's
just beat
not that
somebody
far from
96.
home.
They just beat somebody 96 zip last week, huh?
Okay. and how bad?
I don't know who the hell
that
it was.
school?
Huh?
How sorry was that school?
It had to be real sorry. West Toronto Prep out of Ontario, Indiana.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. Let me see. Let me check their record.
How good are schools in Canada in football and high school?
I think it's in Indiana. Let's see. Let's see how
West
many games they
Toronto?
won this year.
Okay, well, Indiana,
Yeah,
all right.
Oh, nah, they sorry, bro. They 0-6.
It was 96 zip at halftime.
Oh, they got blown out by everybody this year. 55 zip, 61 zip.
We needed some of that on our resume. Where they at? When we play them?
Oh, they horrible.
Yeah, we want some of that too. Where they at? Sign us up.
Damn.
So IMG is becoming like St. Thomas Aquinas was. They because there's a lot of talent you can play down here. Well, I don't know why you need to play a team from Toronto and beat them like that.
Everybody
A
don't
lot
want
of
to
teams
play.
don't want to play. Yeah, a lot
Everybody
of
don't
teams
want to
don't
play
want to
them
play
Rich.
IMG.
Man, IMG hurt your kids up and stuff. We've always been fortunate we never got nobody hurt when we used to play them, but that's real football, man. They do special teams, a period for special teams, nothing but special teams. We used to go out there for the state track meet. They come out, they practice like twice. They come out for special teams, go back in for a little while, and they come back out and do regular practice. That's serious up there. And then they feed them like they're in college. They got a weight shrimp program. All right, Long. I see little Sean. He got
Yeah,
his
they pay.
Boss told him he's gonna have his ass on that track.
They pay, Rich. They pay to come play them, and teams don't want to go play them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm seeing
Don't
tonight.
blame. It's similar to what Dion saying, where he be saying we're not gonna just go play the Alabamas and y'all are finna kick our head in for free. You know what I mean? For chump change. It's the same thing. It's kind of like, what's the point of me going to play IMG?
Yeah.
That's
But I'm saying, like, if they schedule more South Florida teams, more teams in Central Florida, they will take the payday because they want to go up there and do the same thing that Miami Central
Obviously
did.
not. Obviously not, Rich, because they can't. They
Rich,
have a problem putting their
Rich ain't
schedule
listening
together,
to us,
bro.
man. Put Rich in the back room. Rich ain't listening to us. Everybody in Florida know that they paying. Everybody.
Yeah, that ain't no mystery. Everybody don't need no money anyway, so that ain't why you play them. Man, they on a different. Their situation is different than the regular high school. That situation different. That they be great on special teams every year. One year we played them, they scored off a block punt to the 1 yard line, interception return for a touchdown, and a kickoff return. So they serious about their special teams, and that was their touchdown. They didn't score on regular offense on no drive or nothing against us.
Right.
That's the time I
You know what
think
the
we
coach said
should
after
have
that
beaten
game?
them. What?
You know what he said after? That's when y'all forced him to come down here, and that boy Cavassier broke on first play of the game, right?
Yeah.
They coach said, "Listen, we knew when we come down here to play Northwestern, they were going to be fast and they were going to be physical, but they suck like shit on special teams." That's what he said to him after the game.
Yeah, it is. And if you
He said
rewind the tape, didn't we have a bad special team player against Chaminade? Didn't we have a bad special team player against Central? Them plays turned the game around, man. They blocked the kick. IMG that night blocked the punt, and they ran a kickoff back. That hurt. Cheap touchdown.
Right.
Jimmy taught us you want to make them drive 80 yards. And the chance of somebody doing that without penalties, too much has to go right for somebody to sustain a drive. You can't give up quick bombs. You can't get that stuff up. And that's what happened to us this year, Miami, like against Middle Tennessee, off the 2 yard line. That's called sudden change. If they stopped us, that's sudden change. You play the bomb. They taught us that. Play the bomb. Florida State used to be king of that. I don't know if they still do it, but if they backed up, they'll throw that bomb on you.
Yeah.
You gotta know.
Redding was on that
opponent.
IMG team. Redding was on that IMG team. He didn't do nothing that night though. Redding. This was like the second play of the game right here. That boy went. That boy's name was Cavassier. His name was Cavassier.
Hey, Rich, that 150th like, that was me. I had to do it from a TV.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man. I enjoyed talking to y'all, but man, you
appreciate y'all.
Won't let a dude have your number no more, man. I ain't playing on your phone. We ain't dating the same girl and nothing, Playboy. What's going on?
We ain't.
No.
It ain't always about. It ain't no. I got you, man. You got my number now. I'm gonna send you the address. Look how big them boys is, man. Look how big them boys is. Man, this is crazy. That's Redding right there. Let me love it. I'm gonna send you the address. And maybe you come through today, man. Who y'all quarterback was this year?
Where? The where?
Yeah, that's not Tiger. That's Tiger.
Nah.
That might be Tiger. Yeah, because they ran an interception back. That was Tiger. That when he was in the 9th grade.
Can you comment on Tiger real quick? Because I've always felt ever since Tiger was in the 9th grade, before he was a 9th grader, I always felt that he was going to be a top quarterback in the nation. And I know that, of course, he wasn't blessed with, being over 6 feet tall and all that. But I still feel like the way that he's always been to me, he's an elite quarterback. So you seeing him in practice every day. What do you think about him, and where do you think that he should go in terms of college at the next level?
They overlooked him. They also overlooked Lights Out at Central. Both of them are great, pretty good quarterbacks to great, and they discount them because of their size. It's not, it's no knock on them, but to me, we didn't do the right thing for Tiger and have him with a quarterback coach during the year, day in and day out. And a lot of that stuff you see him doing, to me, he's doing on his own. So he's actually better in his numbers. And that stuff he's doing on his own, that's remarkable. We didn't, they were supposed to go get him a quarterback coach. and we didn't
That
do
take
that.
money though.
Man,
I
it
was
don't take
I
no
was
money.
telling Dun Dun
You
that
know,
years ago.
you know how many former Northwestern quarterbacks would love to be out there pointing that boy in the right direction, and they ain't asking for nothing.
I'm
We
I
glad. I'm
had
told
two
Dun
glad you
Dun
great
that
said that.
years ago,
quarterbacks.
man. I told him that 7 years ago about Tiger, man. Dun Dun. Instead of buying him Jordans, how about y'all take him to get a quarterback training? All right, man. We appreciate you, bro.
Man, appreciate y'all having me, man. But the
We
nightmare,
do this more often,
like
man.
the first day I get up, we gotta wake up first, then we gotta get out the bed. When we do that, that's when the damn nightmare over. But I thought it was over. I was premature in that. It ain't over yet. Look like this. We got another badass story. Y'all
This is one
gentlemen
of
be good. Send me that.
yo. I got you, bro. I hung up on the man. I said I got you. I'm gonna shoot it to you, all right?
All right. Yeah. Y'all be good, fella. Enjoy your day.
All right. Unc started the nightmare over. Unc said the nightmare ain't over, dog.
Say it got worse. We don't went to a deeper sleep.
That's the kid right there. That's the kid, the Ohio State cornerback. But yeah, bro, listen, man. So yeah, Unc popped in here, man. That was a good treat. If you can't comment, it's because we got the member comment on. Only the members could comment. So yeah, man, real fast, man. What y'all trying to see today? One by one, man. What do y'all want to see today? It's still a process for us. This is still part of the team growing. You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to see today out the Canes?
For me, I think I want to see Curry like put on, if he is the starter, I want to see him put on, at home. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him do his thing. I know his family gonna be there. He probably have a big crowd in the building. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him show up and show out. I know that's gonna be difficult with the amount of injuries on this team, but I really want to see him take that step. And I don't want to see this flip flopping quarterbacks back bullshit. Like we already too far gone in this season and got way too much things on the line to be going back and forth, man. Just go out there and let him learn. Trial by fire, you know what I'm saying? Based off what he's seeing and the amount of injuries, this might be the best look he see all goddamn week. Is right now. Spread him out, let him just throw the ball around and do what he got to do to try to get us a victory.
What about you, Rich?
I mentioned it earlier, but I want him to have fun. I want him to go out there, open the offense, let Curry make all the throws, let him make his mistakes as well, take his lumps, let the young guys get in and do their thing. Give guys who's been consistently playing, like our the tight end, let them catch the ball, and have fun. Like build team camaraderie. Build the mentality that you want to have for next year. So that's what I want to see.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Henry Parrish is out for the day.
Well, damn.
It just don't stop. It just don't stop, dog. It just don't stop.
Well,
down to 2 scholarship running backs.
I would say opportunity. It only knocks once.
So we down to who? 2 scholarship running backs. That means we got Knighton and
that. Yep. Hey, opportunity.
So what's up? What's up with Cheney?
He said he's practicing.
Is he? Okay.
So what you think? What you think, Kyle? What you trying to see today, though?
Mostly what Rich said. We talked about it earlier, but mostly what he's saying. I want to see the kids have fun. I want to see them be into it. I want to see cohesion. I want to see a cohesive unit. Everybody out there just enjoying the day. because you ain't gonna never get this day and this game back. I want to see them. If they're having fun, then that means they're at peace. They're pleased with what's going on. They're talking to the coaches. Coaches are talking to them. They're buying in. I want to see a loose team. I want to see blitzing. I want to see scoring. Just get out there and have some fun, man. The kids deserve it. The fans want some of it. You know what I'm saying? We want something to be happy about. Um, but that's pretty much it, man. You do that, and it shows when you progressing.
I also want to add
Hmm.
too. I want to see Gaddis get his ass back in that booth. Like, get your ass off that sideline.
You don't
I've
want him on the
said it the
sideline,
last couple
dog?
weeks. Nah, fuck all that. I feel like he's regressed. And I'm not saying as a player. I just think he benefits off having the opportunity to see the field a little bit better. And I understand he was trying to get down there and rally the troops per se, or he may have been. I mean, that's what he said, but he may have been down there kind of dispelling some fuck shit that other coaches might have been doing. With him not being there, actually
Hmm.
physically on the sideline. So I don't know nothing. I mean, that's just my thought process. Sometimes when you're trying to instill when you have this many people and this many leaders and this many alphas in a room, sometimes when you're not physically present, other alphas will come in and start trying to kind of instill their own thought processes and beliefs in your absence. Trying to and it confuses people, especially uh, impressionable young men like this. And so I think he might. I feel like he might have been down there trying to kind of see what was going on, but it's not working, right? And I feel like he can see things and shoot things up a little bit better from the booth. So just get back in the booth and spread these guys out. Don't give this offensive line a bunch of time to have to try to block or process things because we don't got it. And just call a good game because shit.
I don't think he
I'm
will, man, because I think Jacurri. I think he gonna feel like Jacurri needs him. You know what I'm saying? It's
mhm.
gonna be Jacurri first. You know what I mean? I don't think he will. I hear what you're saying. I just
Yeah,
don't think he will.
yeah, and that's one of my biggest things. Like I was all for but as I've been hearing the last couple weeks, man, I'm starting to think maybe some people are all right with the idea and the concept of. Now, mind you, I'm not saying anybody should get fired. I ain't calling for nobody's job in year one, but I am saying that they do have a point when they say, you know, this is a guy who is a career. And here's why I always felt like it was okay for him to be uh, a defensive back by trade, but a good OC. It's because outside of the really like the safety, depending on what position you're at, is always going to see the field um, in a way that, and they usually got to be the smartest player on the defense because they have to keep everything in front of them and they see the field from a different perspective. So I've always been okay with the idea of him being an offensive uh, coordinator because he can see things from the maybe from the way a safety can, right? Especially if you study film and if you dig into that, you'll always pick up on those little keys, those little tendencies. However, I do feel like the wide receiver thing, I don't think our receivers are doing what they need to be doing. And then to have a separate quarterback coach in there, there's too many different philosophies in that room. And I also think that's kind of adding on to why people can't necessarily, why this offense is having the type of struggles that it's having. Harbaugh, him and it's kind of like Mario, we're on the offensive line. Mario's offensive lineman. He has an offensive line coach, but they had the same thought process and the same prowess because they both were O linemen. So that allows for both of them to kind of have that synergy to be like, hey, this is what we want the offensive line to look like. Whereas like when Josh was at Michigan, he's working with a quarterback, so they were able to sit down and kind of scheme things up with Harbaugh and kind of figure things out. And then Harbaugh, I think, kind of had that in his mind too, but he was also his OC. So I think a lot of those things are kind of conflicting and bouncing off each other and just causing a lot of issues. In addition to these massive amounts of injuries, which is I ain't never seen no shit like this before. I hope next year we come back and we're better, but this is really like mind-boggling. how often guys go down. And I'm not blaming anybody. You already heard my 2 cents about it. Um, but we'll see. We'll definitely see.
So listen, man. 2 o'clock. If you want to come watch the game with us, man, $5 to get in. We're giving free shots every time the Hurricanes score a touchdown. Every time Josh Gaddis get in. Y'all see the picture of young Josh Gaddis? Y'all realize that was Josh Gaddis? Young Josh Gaddis. Every time Josh Gaddis get in the end zone, what does Georgia Tech do well? Anything? They were
I mean, I think their starters. I don't know if he's going to play or not. I haven't checked. But I know he was
Sims.
out
Let's look.
for. Yeah, he was out
Y'all
for
know how
like
y'all
at the
finding
end.
stuff out. Twitter. Twitter is how you find out anything you want to see that's current. Believe it or not. Let's see.
I believe it.
Jeff Sims. But do they have a good defense? Like, what do they got? He's questionable for the day. 56 minutes ago. Foot
What I
injury.
told you. What I told you when we talked about it, I think last week, and I said they had put that young boy in. I said, what do they always do? These dudes, these dudes, for some reason, they could be hurt as hell, and when it's Miami coming to town, suddenly they run out the locker room like Paul Pierce and shit. When it's time to play, like up against Miami, I knew that was gonna happen. He was out. Like I remember Rich. I'm pretty sure Rich
Say he's
specifically looked
questionable.
it up,
Hmm.
and he said he was out for this week. And then now he questionable. Man, get the fuck
Right.
out of here.
He about to put on a show. That way he have more tape. So when he jump in the portal after the season, he goes somewhere good.
Jeff
That's
Sims,
what
I don't
that
think Jeff
is.
Sims transferring.
Oh yeah, I think he is because
Nah, he been there
they
too
don't know
long.
what they're doing coaching wise. And to be honest with you,
Well, they fired
Jeff
their coach
Sims is
mid-season.
a yeah, Jeff Sims is a casualty. I mean, this guy was he has the physical tools. He can throw the ball downfield. He can run it. I mean, he needs to go to an offense like Oklahoma State or Kansas State or TCU where they're really going to utilize him to the best of his ability.
Jeff Sims is what I'm. I hope to God Ja'Cory Brown don't turn into. Dead
I
ass.
agree with you because he regressed,
I
but
would.
it's
I
not
would.
his fault.
I don't want him to turn into no goddamn Travis Jordan or Jordan Travis either, because I don't think Jordan Travis is that great. I don't see Jordan Travis playing at the next level. If I'm being honest, at least not as a quarterback.
I
But
agree.
he's
Sims is better than Jordan Travis.
yeah. When I see Andrew Ivins say that, and mind you, this is they called him this pre Josh Heupel Tennessee Hendon Hooker. When they made the comparison on 247 or 236, as I like to call them, that Ja'Cory was Hendon Hooker, he said a lot of fans got pissed off initially until they saw what he looked like in Josh Heupel's offense.
Hmm.
Now it's one of those things where, yeah, fans are clamoring like, we hope he's Hendon Hooker. Like, so I mean, we'll see. It's all this offseason will be, and I hate to look so far in the future, but it's gonna be very interesting to see what changes are made. But yeah, I really hope to God he don't turn into Jeff
Y'all
Sims.
think Jeff Sims is better than y'all think Jeff Sims better than Florida State quarterback?
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
Because the Florida State quarterback, to be honest with you, because he's been playing with such a bad offensive line over the years, I think he plays scared and he tries to get plays off quick because he knows that he because he's been playing with a bad offensive line. Now for him though, because he's so athletic, it works. But when you start running actual plays at the next level, I don't think um the way he plays now works at the next level.
You heard you heard what you heard Bain say he don't give a fuck about the next level. That is weird that
Tell you,
we talk about college football, huh? But we always switching to talking about pro football. Um, Jeff Sims. Let's see how many games Jeff Sims played this year.
With Street, that's an interesting parallel, right? Because yeah, Bane says that, but think about his perspective. Then you hear Sap, and Sap like, fuck all that NIL money. You trying to maintain next level, baby. It's it's one
right,
of those things
That's
where
true.
right.
But
it's to the
I
perspective.
give you the I give you the caveat though. What Bane did say was they'll worry about that shit when they get there. He said let the NFL take care of that shit. But you're right, man. It's hard to sell what Sap is
Right.
saying and then not look at it like, I should be developing right now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, Sap reached the mountaintop, right? Sap reached. I don't think people realize that Hall of Fame players get paid for being in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? That's I ain't saying it's generational wealth type money, but I mean, goddamn, like it's nice to continue getting a check when the game's you know long and gone and left you behind for you to be able to say, hey, I'm still getting a little something. You know what I'm saying for what I did in my time. You know what I'm saying? The younger, the better. And that's why some people harp on being a first round Hall of Famer because typically it comes within that first 5 years of a first round ballot Hall of Fame because it comes within that first
Right.
5 years of you actually being eligible. And so that's just a testament to how much. So yeah, big picture, yeah, you definitely want to grind it out and be in a position where you do get that. But yeah, NIL is a game changer. So
So, so I will say this: longevity equates to wealth. Shout out to IOD squad because you got to
I
be
see what you did
building a
there.
skill set. You got to be building a skill set in order to have longevity. And if you can't, like, if Lamar Jackson went to the NFL and did not understand, okay, when because the terminology is different. So if he went up there and he never ran certain things, he wouldn't be able to place the new terminology with stuff he's already ran to be comfortable enough to go play year one.
Right.
And look at what's happening with like the Canes of old. Not the Canes of old, but the Canes last year. You had all them boys. You had Rambo. You had Bubba Bolden. Did they get drafted? They
No,
didn't get drafted
I
because they
think
like, I know where they come from.
listen. Let's make a correction on this show right now. Jeff Sims is nowhere in the room with Jordan Travis.
You sure?
It's,
What
it's
you what
not even
what you
close.
what you mean? Not in the room.
It's not even stat wise. It's not even close.
Yeah, but
One
those
played
are
7 games. One
stats.
played 8 games. Well, I went back to
All right.
21 and 22. What? It's not
Yeah,
even close. Is so
you gotta you gotta take into consideration who his OC has been,
Exactly.
how they schemed him up with being sick. Like I think people really don't understand how deeply rooted Georgia Tech was in that. And I'm willing to bet there's at least one player on that roster who was there from what was his name, Paul Johnson,
Hmm.
the Paul Johnson era. You know what I'm saying? Who really truly didn't understand how? Because I'm sure him and Manny got hired the same year. Manny and the coach that just got fired from Georgia Tech, they got hired
Right.
the same year. It's probably guys on that roster who still actually are hanging around from that time frame. Maybe an old lineman or something, but that was a huge
yeah.
change of pace for those guys. This dude, think about it, Jeff Sims. I'm pretty sure at one point was a Florida State commit.
He was.
So if Jeff Sims is in
He
that
was,
offense at Florida State,
but they
if Jeff
didn't
Sims is
take
in that
him.
offense at Florida State,
But
I
I
think
look
he
at it like this: we can't keep. Okay, we're not. I'm not gonna sit up here and let us keep down talking Jordan Travis, dog. When he's done what he had to do to look like a better quarterback. His numbers are double. Okay,
Hmm.
2,259 passing yards, 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for Jordan Travis. 1,000 yards, 115 passing yards for Sims, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That's this year. Last year
All
it
right.
was a little closer, but
I
last
just
year
want to
Jordan
say this though.
was horrible last year, and it was still close.
But I want to say this though. Who's the better quarterback, TVD or Jordan Travis?
Good point, Rich. That's a good point.
I don't know where you're going with this. I guess TVD.
Oh, okay. Let me show you where I'm going with it. But what does TVD's numbers look like this year compared to last year?
TV.
Night and
Well,
day.
what you're talking about? You're talking about not a healthy TVD though. If these guys didn't play the same amount of games, I wouldn't have talked about the stats.
I'm talking
TVD
about a
But I
stays
guess what
healthy,
he's
TVD
saying is you
that's in a
take,
new offense.
huh?
yeah, I think what he's trying to say is if you take, so let's take TVD first 5 games or 4 games and compare it to Jordan Travis's first 4 or 5 games. TVD was terrible for the most part. And he's saying,
What?
you still
Okay.
saying TVD would be a better quarterback than Jordan.
What the fuck is Jeff Sims did? What did Jeff Sims did to make y'all feel like that he could play? Like
All right.
what did
It's
I miss?
also
What
it's
game did I
also
miss?
it's the intangibles too. So what we know about TVD is that TVD has a big arm. Everybody knows that. Everybody understands that. In the right offense, for instance, if
Mm-hmm.
you put TVD in an offense where he does not have to run and he can stay in the pocket, maybe be a little bit mobile, and then you put Jordan Travis in his offense where he can be more mobile and throw the ball, TVD is going to have better numbers when it comes to passing, when it comes to completion percentage, when it comes to a lot of different things. And you're going to look at it and say, well, no doubt, I'd rather have TVD, right? Now, when you put TVD in an offense where, number one, he has to learn the offense, he has to think a lot, he has a lot going on in terms of the talent around him, he's going to look different, even though prototypically he has the size, he has the arm strength, he has the accuracy in order to be a great quarterback. Same thing with Jeff Sims. So what I'm saying is Jeff Sims has that same thing going on. He has the size, he has the accuracy. It's just that he plays for Georgia Tech
Mm-hmm.
and he plays in that offense with those type of skill players. Now the
Let's be
thing that
Give
clear.
me the quarterback that Florida State actually took. Give me the
Yeah,
quarterback
let's
that
be
Florida
clear.
State actually took.
and
I
Sims
mean,
turned Florida State down. He wasn't they didn't pick Travis over Sims. But anyway, it's a moot point. I mean, you like who you like, and that's completely fine. But
I ain't saying who
you
I
know,
like. I'm telling you what. I'm not saying who I like. I'm saying that one is put out and the other one just hasn't, and it's
No, I
not even
understand.
close. It's
And
not even
Street,
fucking
I
close. I'm
also,
not talking about who I like. 17-4.
yeah, I'm not,
Tim
by
is
no
five
means
and
am I
three.
saying, by no means am I saying that I do not believe that Jordan Travis is a better quarterback. I think Jordan Travis has far better talent around him
oh,
than
without a
Jeff
doubt.
Sims. I feel like, and that's not close. I feel like, first of all, understand Georgia
Yeah.
Tech is not holding a candle to any. They can't get any kid in Georgia that they can't get a single kid in Georgia that they want. Because if they are worth the shit, Georgia already got them, right? Not to mention what they do outside the state, mind you. And then on top of that, they also got to battle Florida State for a lot of those same kids because of where they're geographically located, on top of Alabama, right? Couple that with the fact that once again his roster and what his offensive line is not better than Florida State's. His best running back, his tool, bailed for Alabama. Mind you, people forget this dude was a snap and an accidental knee away from possibly beating Miami last year. I was in the stands. I was there for it, right? And it wasn't by any impressive stat line. It was just the team performed significantly better um, than everybody else. So the, our team wasn't performing as well as theirs were. So at the end of the day, if I had to build a offense around a quarterback, it would not be Jordan Travis. It would be Jeff Sims. But I'm not saying that Jeff Sims, just like
No,
kind of
we're
what
not
Rick
saying he
said, being
trash. We not.
yeah,
That's not.
He
Jordan
had some
Travis is
big
doing his
games
thing.
last year. Jeff Sims had some big games last year. I guess he has 200-300-yard games. He's still in 2020. I guess if you go back to 2020, he had 13 interceptions, 13 touchdowns, but he threw for more yards. I don't know. I just think in the end, if Jordan Travis is probably going to be the better quarterback. But I see last year he threw for 300 like twice, and then I don't know what the hell happened at the end of the year. But he only threw for 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But listen, man, that's enough talk about goddamn Jeff Sims and just goddamn Jordan Travis. I covered Jeff Sims at the Under Armour game, man. Huge kid, bro. I was amazed at how big he was, bro. And I'm talking about like his thickness, huge kid. So listen, man, let's get up out of here, bro. Y'all good? Y'all got something else y'all want to say?
I'm good.
Y'all
It's
gonna take Jeff
okay.
Sims to
That's all I
Miami?
got.
Y'all want Jeff
What'd
Sims
you say?
transfer to Miami?
Absolutely not.
No.
Listen, man. If y'all coming by, I'll put the flyer up again, man. All right, appreciate y'all, boy. I'll put the flyer up again. If y'all coming by, man, 786-459-49. Send us a text. If y'all coming by, here's the information. Free shots every time Gaddis offense scores. 1860 Polk Street, Fine House Lounge, man. Y'all come out, have some drinks, eat some wings or something, watch the game with us, man. See if we can see some improvement. See if Jakari can get the ball and do their thing. Breaking news, Henry Parrish is out for the day. Miami is down to 7 scholarship or linemen, 2 scholarship running backs, man. And it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy down there. It just won't stop. I don't know. Somebody broke a mirror or black crack cross they play after whatever something went wrong. So listen, man, let's get up out of here. Don't put off tomorrow something that I could do today. The rest of your life could be seconds away. I'm D, and I'm out of here, bro.